Well, hey guys, good afternoon. It is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Great to be with you. If you didn't notice, for those of you that are watching, I'm actually on the beautiful Montclair State University campus just before class today. And I thought, hey, why not come out here and do the show? So, always love to do that, especially in the great weather out here. It's great to have everyone here. If this is your very first time joining me, I want to take the opportunity to say thank you and I want to say welcome to you. If you've been here many times before and you're coming back, I want to say thank you, of course, but welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. I am on the beautiful Montclair State University campus, just basically adjacent right now to Sprague Library and a few of the other buildings, school communications, etc. And yeah, so it's great to be with everyone here. Thank you so much for being here. And so we have a really great show today, as we always do. And so if you are hungry or thirsty, feel free to go grab yourself something, whether that's water, whether that's fruit. It could be a banana. I think I have one in my bag here somewhere. Yeah, I think I have one here somewhere. I had brought it because, later on when I go to class, I usually like some type of snack. So I think I have it in my bag here. I'm not going to have it, but I just thought I would have it to show you. Yeah, I do have it in here. Probably have it later. I've got a banana right here. Okay. So I'll have that in between because our professor gives us a little bit of a break. And potassium is a great thing to have on a break. All right, guys. So it is great to be with all of you. Again, whether you're here new or you've been here many times before, don't forget to check out believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. So, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that it's important to understand what's going on because a lot of people don't realize that they have the power to make change. They don't realize that, but they really do. Our thoughts become our reality. And I was listening to something today, and a subtle shift was happening with me. As you know, subtle shifts are great. Being a keynote speaker, being an author, many other things, as you guys know. Uh, the subtle shifts is what make the major changes. We don't think that a subtle shift is going to do anything for us, but it's these subtle little pivots in our life that actually get us to become, well, a lot better than we already are. All right, guys, without any further ado, let's go ahead and kick this show off. For those of you that don't know me, well, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker, passionate lifelong learner. Yes, guys, a graduate student, and of course, going to be an author in another month or so. So, really excited about that. And what do I do here? Well, I explore how to cultivate true and internal power. Strength isn't just about physical or external achievement, guys. It starts with habits, discipline, and choices. When you build your inner foundation, resilience, confidence, and momentum, well, they naturally kind of follow suit. That's important to understand. So, by the end of this episode, which I think is pretty cool to understand, you're going to know a lot. Uh, you will know something pretty interesting, which is how to grow your inner strength and step into basically a life filled with hope, purpose, and unstoppable progress. Yeah, I think that's a very important one because a lot of people, like I said, they get stuck in the process. And I don't want to tell you that the process is hard, but I do want to tell you that it takes intentionality. So, again, welcome everyone to Inspirations for Your Life today. It's all about our granular topic today, where we are going to learn how to build inner strength. We explore how to cultivate true and eternal power. Strength isn't just about physical or external achievement, guys. It starts with habits, discipline, and choices. When you build your inner strength, your foundation, your resilience, confidence, and momentum, as I said, naturally will tag along. And I think these are important things for us to realize and how we can become unstoppable in our progress. Today, ladies and gentlemen, is Wednesday. It is March 25th. It is 2026. It is great to be with you. So this is Series 5, which means we're in the fifth year. And so we've been on the air 4 years. And basically in another week or so, we'll be on the air 4 years and 3 months. Pretty cool, right? So this is Series 5, Show 13, Episode number 5. Number 1, guys, strength starts inside our core. True power is rooted in your internal mindset and self mastery. That's important. Discipline creates power. Number two, consistent effort daily is what turns potential into capability. And I think that's a very important thing for us to realize is that we have so much power when it comes to capability. Capability that can make changes in our life, capability that can get us to become, like I said, a better version of ourselves. So I think these are very important things for us to realize, and they can help us, on our journey and where we want to go and what we're doing. So I think these are definitely some very very important things, guys. So number three, character drives results. Integrity and honesty define the quality of your outcomes. A lot of people want to achieve things, right? But what they don't want to do is they don't want to actually achieve greatness. They want to do things so quickly and fast, but that's not always the way that it should be done. It should be about who you are and who you're becoming. Number four, guys, consistency builds strength. Small, repeated actions compound into lasting habits. Number five, guys, show up every day. Being present is the foundation for progress and hope. Number six, strength grows over time. Patience allows resilience to take root and to flourish all around us. Number seven, habits build identity. The actions you repeat form who you truly are and you're becoming. So be careful about what you think about and be careful about what you do because these things shape who you are and your character. And of course, that builds our integrity. Number eight, guys, discipline beats motivation. I've said this before. The D beats the M. Okay. Motivation is great, but what can happen is motivation can wane. So discipline can get motivation to kick back in. Discipline is important. Motivation fades, structured action carries you forward. And I think a lot of people, they think that, once you're on track, you're just going to stay there. And that's true for the most part, but sometimes you have to tweak, you have to change. So I'm in a very important part in one of my companies where we're starting to scale. And so when we think about scaling, um, that's something that's a little bit daunting for anyone because for a while people would always be relying on me, and I'm realizing that as I grow and becoming more of an author and a keynote speaker, I need to train other people to do the tasks that I was doing and just be there for the real bigger tasks. Number nine, guys, inner strength builds confidence. Self trust comes from repeated success and small actions. Number 10, stay committed long term. Consistency always outperforms sporadic bursts. Number 11, strength requires effort. Okay. Growth emerges when you push beyond the comfort zone. I said this before, guys. Success happens when we get uncomfortable. I didn't say painful, I said uncomfortable. A lot of people shy away from uncomfortability because it's not the most pleasant thing. Number 12, build daily discipline rituals and routines so they can create compounding advantages. Some people have investing routines. Some people have fitness routines. Some people have academic routines like myself. And so when you can do things like this, then you're able to set yourself up for success no matter what's around you. A quick story, and I'll tell you in a minute here. The rituals and the routines, they create those compounding advantages. But so a lot of you know that I wear a hat, and I wear an LED hat. I don't have it with me today. I usually don't wear it on campus, but I have an LED hat. That's pretty cool. And the hat actually says believemeachieve.com. But one of the things I say, which is really cool, is people ask me, hey, John, that's a really cool hat. First thing I say to them, I turn to them and I smile and I said, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's part of my brand. And I shut up. And a lot of people love smile. And a few people will ask, oh, well, gee, what's your brand? What do you do? I come back and say, I'm an author and keynote speaker. And some people, if they're really curious, they'll be like, Oh, wow. What do you write about? What do you speak about? Thanks for asking. Um, I write and speak about helping people get unstuck so they can have a better life. And then if it leads into something else, something can happen. Now, what's very interesting is that I've been doing this for a while, and recently, um, different people have been asking me, "Hey, John, do you get business out of the hat?" And I was completely honest. I said, the hat doesn't bring me business, but it does create opportunities where conversations like this can take place. And so it's up to me to take it to that next place. I'm not going to give you the whole thing, but I want to just share that with you. So showing up has to do with how we are. Now, when you are in a certain energy, when you show up from a relaxed state of being, do you know what happens? More people want to flock to you. I mean, this is just kind of what happens. They want to learn about you, like they want to learn about my book. They want to learn about things I'm doing. And I think that's a real important thing is to have that humbleness in us all the time. And so I just, I smile. And if people say to me, oh, that's cool. And, I thank them and say, it's part of my brand. Some people will just say, oh, that's nice. And they won't say anything else to me. They just will leave that on the table. And that's okay. But there are some people that I talk to that literally they will ask me, hey, so what's your brand? And I go right into something, but I don't sell, I don't pitch. I make them more curious. And I think that's a challenge of a lot of speakers and also a lot of, let's say, uh, business professionals. They hard sell. I know I was guilty of this when I started my business, one of my businesses, because I own several, over 30 some years ago, 30 plus 30, 33, 34 years ago. Um, because there was this need that we had to get business. Now we understand that there's business around us and there's opportunities if we allow them to unfold. There's no rush to get the business, okay? But just enjoy the process. I think that's a real important thing. Number 13, guys, beautiful sun out here today. Character creates trust. Character comes from your integrity, by the way. Consistency and integrity open doors and opportunities. So, I mean, some people wearing the hat would say, oh, yeah, I get a ton of business from that hat. And the first thing I say to myself is, I'm going to be honest. I've been wearing the hat for a long time. And yeah, it gets people curious and we get to have conversations like this. But it's not the hat that gets me the business. It just allows me to be able to talk further with people. It's a conversation starter. You probably heard of those before. Number 14, strength builds resilience. The harder your internal foundation, the more you bounce back. That's cool, guys. Number 15, stay focused, guard your attention. Focus is your most valuable resource. Now, I know a lot of people will try to gain your focus, okay? But this is something else that I do whether I'm on a plane or I'm out somewhere and maybe I have my earbuds in, right? Maybe I'm just alone or I'm doing something and somebody like they're asking me a question. I'll take off one of my earbuds or my ear caps that I have. Like I have my headsets here, but usually I have earbuds in and tune buds, JBL tune buds, and people, believe it or not, they get very impressed by the fact that I have chosen to give them 100% of my attention. Count on your hand how many people give you undivided attention in a day, okay? In a week, in a month, in a year. Most of you will only hit maybe two, maybe three, unless you're doing something very unique. See, the big reason that you don't get people's attention is it's all about you. But I'm not important. I'm here to learn more about who you are. And as a keynote speaker, even though I have lots to share, I always tie it to what people are curious about. People say, oh, John, you do hypnosis. Oh, what do you want to know about hypnosis? Oh, I heard it's something really cool and something fun, really cool and something fun that can help people. Yeah, I do that. And they'll come back and say, oh, well, gee, what can you do? What do you want me to do? And so when you throw it back in their court, they're like a kid in a candy store. Okay. So strive to become genuinely interested. Dale Carnegie said this many years ago, and I was very grateful to take his course. But I didn't learn the truth about Dale Carnegie until maybe about 10 years ago, because Dale Carnegie is pretty amazing, but I had taken that course before I was literally mentally and emotionally ready to take that material. Number 16, consistency compounds. Each repeat effort multiplies skill, confidence, and clarity. Strength creates stability. Internal power allows you to handle external chaos. That's an important point, guys. Number 18, discipline builds results. Systems outperform randomness every time. Okay? They outperform randomness every time when we are disciplined. And I know getting disciplined, it's not easy. Like, if you're going to do your hike and it's really cold outside, you've got to bundle up and dress. You can't say, oh, it's raining or it's cold. Now, a different excuse, I don't take people on long hikes in the mountains because it's dangerous with the ice, but you could still hike locally, right? Number 19, guys, stay steady. Calm persistence ensures steady growth and hope through challenges. What I learned in the last few years is that when we show up and we don't expect and we are present, people are like that kid in the candy store and you're that candy bar or a different kind of candy. And it's pretty amazing. I found the reason why most people aren't successful, and it's going to blow you away. And the reason most people are not successful is, I'll tell you this right now, they try too hard. They try to impress people. They try to prove something. If you're trying to do that, you need to change your style, because nobody wants to be sold. Nobody wants to be impressed. So become interested in the other person. Don't worry about being interesting. Become interested in them. Number 20, guys, strength grows quietly. True growth is rarely flashy. It's continuous and deliberate. That's important. Number 21, build from within. Self-awareness and intentional choices, they set the stage for real impact in your life to take place. And what I didn't realize a while back is success doesn't happen with all the flair. Success happens by you being a humble, genuine person. And you might say, John, but I've been doing that. Okay, you've been doing that. I was doing that for a long time too. When you do it and you have this motive to try to get something out of them or to try to persuade them, okay, what's going to happen is you are going to elicit certain body behavioral signs. And I've said to you, what we don't say says more than how we say it. And the last thing is what we say. That's the least important. When you show up and when you actually are humble, your body has a certain energy around it. Like, hey, he's approachable. Not, hey, he's an author, I can't talk to him. No, I'm happy to talk to people. So I think that's a big misconception. Being an author, being a keynote speaker, I'm not better than anybody. I have lots of experience and I want to share it with other people that are willing to listen and make changes in their lives. Number 22, guys, consistency, it wins. Momentum favors those who act regularly, not those that pop in occasionally, right? Those that decide to log their, let's say, the stuff from the gym once in a while. You know what happens? Well, I'm going to tell you, it doesn't work for them. It does not work for them. And here's why. It doesn't work for them because they're doing it once in their life, right? If you invest $1 in the bank, is that anything for you? Probably not. But if you invested $1 for 3 or 4 years, that'd be a nice return. And then maybe the compound on. I'm just giving you an example. Number 23, guys, strength builds momentum. Every completed task fuels the next one. Accelerating progress is the key in life. Number 24. You ready for number 24? I hope you are. Stay strong daily. Small, regular efforts compound into unstoppable hope and power. Yeah. Discipline builds success, guys. Following through on commitments multiplies influence. Number 26. Strength creates control. The ability to direct yourself sets the course of your life. But I think too often we're trying to figure out which way to go, and we're not allowing the water or the environment to just let us flow. When you're there and you don't have an agenda and you just let things flow, you have an intention, but you don't have an agenda. There's a difference. Intention means you want something to happen. The other means you're going to push something. Intention means, yes, I want this to happen, but I'm not going to push it. That's the intention. It might be with you. It might be with somebody else. It's an intention. Okay? My intention is to have amazing, interesting, great conversations with people through many places that I go to. Another intention of mine is to broadcast my shows in public venues where people can stop and ask questions and whatnot. Another intention of mine is by next year to still do stuff like this, but do more of non-podcasts, more of like sitting down, like I'm sitting down here, but I mean more studio-wise, where, we can shoot basically the whole body. It's not sitting in a chair, a little bit different, more like TV. So I want to go there next year. Maybe even get a channel on Roku. Who knows? Number 27, keep going. Perseverance under pressure turns challenges into growth. It really does. Number 28, inner strength lasts. Physical abilities, they fade. If you don't do the exercises, guess what happens? You lose your strength. Okay? But you see, inner strength lasts. Our mental power, what we set up in our mind, what we set up with these pathways, that lasts. Okay? Not the physical stuff we do. And our character and our trust basically endure from that. So it's kind of like a whole circle that we're going around, right? The physical thing that we're doing is great because it helps us with our mental, right? And our mental is good, helps the physical. So it kind of comes hand in hand. So even though, you might lose if you're not doing the weights, like I do weights every night. If you're not doing the weights, you might lose that, let's say, physicalness for a while. But the mental, okay, if you tie it together, can make sure it always lasts. Number 29, build habits that matter. Focus on small, consistent wins that align with your core values. I'm not talking about values that you just pop on the street. I'm talking about values that resonate with who you are as a person. And these values actually make, I'm going to say, a real difference in your life. But a lot of people are not going to be where you are right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's at a different phase in their life, and we need to respect that, okay? But you might be further along on the journey. You might be in the middle of the journey. You might be in the beginning of the journey. Everyone can still help each other. Number 30, guys. Our strength sustains growth. Internal power allows you to expand, inspire, and maintain the hope for yourself and others. And hope is a real big one, right? Hope is not just like, I hope this happens. Hope causes a chemical reaction with our brain, with the different things like serotonin and endorphins in our brain. And this causes a natural high in our body. This natural high in our body gets us excited to do things. And then once the light switches on, the rest of the body's like, oh, I'm all in, right? I'm all in. Like, what happens when you go to a swimming pool, right? And the water's, it's not quite 80, or it's not really warm. So you put your toe in, and that's probably the worst thing you could do because you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to go when it's cold. Instead, you just take your shirt off and you just jump right in the pool with your bathing suit on, right? You're like, I'm all in, right? You're in. You dove right in, or you jumped right in. When you try to put the foot in, you try to put the finger, it's like, oh, it's cold. I think I want to wait. So don't put the foot in. Just go jump in the water. And that's the point. A lot of people don't jump right in. Oh, well, what if it's cold? Or what if I jump in and I don't know, I get my hair wet? This is what some people say. What if I jump in and I don't know, I jump in and I start to shiver? Oh, we'll get out and get a towel, right? You're not doing it in 20, you're not doing a polar bear swim, okay? But my point is, a lot of people don't jump in. They don't take the action to move forward. Is it sending a proposal? Is it calling a friend? Is it sending an email? Is it taking a walk? Is it, trying to put a resume together so you can get a good job? Um, is it learning a new skill, whether that's at college level, undergrad, or graduate like myself, or is it something else? Is it taking up a new hobby? Maybe you want to sing and you've sung before. Maybe you want to learn pottery, or maybe you want to learn archery or skeet shooting or a variety of other things. These things can do a couple things. One, they can help build our physical ability. They can also help build our mental ability, and they also can help us connect with other people. There was a wise phrase said by someone a long time ago that things in the world don't just happen without a reason. Everything happens for a reason. So if you're not happy the way something is going, embrace that and know that things are going to get better. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to wrap this up today with a real deep dive in building inner strength. Remember, guys, true power comes from within our core. Every small action, every discipline choice, every moment of focus grows your resilience, your confidence, and your hope. Apply these 30 strategies that I shared with you today daily, and you'll see your momentum build and your life transform before your eyes. Listen, learn, and step into your own power anytime, 24 hours a day at believemeachieve.com. Stay disciplined, everyone. Stay strong and never lose hope. The best version of you is built one delivered action and step at a time. I'll see you guys real soon. And remember, inner strength is something we need to keep building. Have a great one, everyone, and to your better success.